So, the primary focus of the course, which is in the title, Leadership Consultation and Supervision, is to enhance your effectiveness as future leaders, supervisors, and consultants. So, and I know you can think of consultancy as consulting on a case in a number of different ways. So, um, I'm drawing that out a little bit more. But today I want to introduce you to the critical role your core values play in these roles and how organizational and personal culture directly impacts your professional practice. So, core values are essential in our professional fields. They serve as a compass guiding ethical decision making, clinical judgment, and our leadership or supervision style. I think by clearly understanding and articulating your own core values, you create authentic therapeutic and professional relationships, enhance your ability to lead effectively, and increase clarity and confidence in your professional roles as counselors or therapists. The phrase culture eats strategy for breakfast, coined by Peter Drucker, highlights that culture significantly impacts outcomes, even more than structured strategies alone. So, in counseling and therapeutic environments, the culture we create shapes clients' experiences, staff satisfaction, and organizational effectiveness. Effective leaders and supervisors carefully align their strategies with the values and cultural realities of their practice settings. So, to just drill into the Peter Drucker quote a little bit more, culture eats strategy for breakfast means that even the best strategy will fail if it doesn't align with the organization's culture. Culture represents deeply held beliefs, values, and attitudes which ultimately shape behavior more powerfully than formal strategies. So whether you're leading a program or supervising school counselors or providing consultation and family therapy, culture profoundly influences your effectiveness. No matter how sophisticated your clinical or supervision strategies, they must align with your organizational and personal culture, which is grounded in clearly understood core values. Core values are the fundamental beliefs we hold most deeply. And according to leadership expert John Maxwell, these core values authentically describe who we truly are at our core. They form the basis of our identity, guiding our decisions, behaviors, and interactions. An organization's culture is a mirror that reflects the values of its leadership. So, our personal and collective values guide us toward possible actions. And as leaders, understanding our core values and those of our team can provide clear direction, inspiration, and motivation, ultimately shaping the culture that we build. Personal values are the foundational beliefs that dictate our behaviors and decisions. They represent what is genuinely important to us, serving as guiding principles that help us navigate life's complexities and maintain integrity. Think of building a house. You always start with a foundation. Personal values act like this foundational structure for your life. Knowing your values helps you confidently say yes or no to opportunities, career paths, relationships. It enables you to make decisions aligned with who you are, ensuring you focus on what truly serves you while letting go of what does not. Next, we're going to engage in an important self reflection exercise. The purpose of this activity is to help you clearly identify and articulate your core personal values. It's crucial that you approach this reflection authentically, letting go of what you feel you should value based on your external pressures. By understanding your genuine values, you bring a stronger foundation for ethical decision making and enhancing your effectiveness in leadership. Knowing your values deeply impacts how you relate to others, will help guide your supervisees down the road and help you approach your professional role. So let's move into this reflection with openness and curiosity. In identifying your personal values, it's critical to let go of societal expectations, what you think you quote unquote should end quote value. Instead, approach this with openness and authenticity leading from your heart. So today, I'm going to invite you to release external expectations and listen to your true self as we go through exercises. So, this exercise will help you clarify Your core values. Consider carefully what genuinely makes you happy, fills your heart with joy, and ignites your passion. Reflect deeply and openly on these questions as they guide you toward understanding your authentic self. As we go through these self reflection prompts, think about experiences, activities, and moments that genuinely fulfill you. Pay close attention to your emotions and intuition. Your emotional response will help identify your core values. Okay, first prompt. What is important to you in life? Just take a moment to jot down the answer. What is important to you in life? Okay, next question. When are you most happiest? What are you doing? Who are you with? When you focus on the moments that bring you the most happiness in life, it is often because you are surrounded by people or experiences you value. So take a moment to describe when are you most happy? What are you doing? Who are you with? Next, ask yourself, would I hold on to this value even at a cost? So think of moments in your life when you refuse to budge on an issue you are very passionate about. So perhaps you sacrifice someone's approval, some popularity, or success based on something you valued more. So when are you willing to sacrifice something for something you care about more? Then you are most likely acting as a core fundamental value. So that was a very long-winded thing, but think about basically, would I hold on to this value even at a cost? So what is something that you see as a core fundamental value? Something you're willing to sacrifice for? Life should consist of much more than routine tasks like commuting, working, or browsing the internet, right? A meaningful or social media. A meaningful life is filled with purpose-driven experiences that bring authentic joy, excitement, and passion. And aligning your life with your core values helps you create this kind of fulfilling existence. So we're going to look at a list of values. Now look at the provided list of values. Choose words that resonate deeply and authentically with you. Remember, this isn't about societal expectations or what others think you should value. Trust your intuition and select values that feel genuinely true to your heart. You could check as many as seem relevant. You're choosing words that resonate deeply and authentically with you. Okay, so after selecting those values that resonate with you, start grouping similar or related words together. Okay, this is going to help you clarify your core themes and gives you a focused perspective on your deepest beliefs and priorities. So you take from that list of what you checked, and now you're going to group things that are similar together, like this example here. Okay, so from that grouping, right? I want you to identify what your core values are. So you organized those words into groupings. Now, what is the essence of each one of those groupings? Come up with the word to describe each one of those groupings, and that's going to be your core values. Take a sec to do that. Okay, so I want to bring it all together. You took the time to thoughtfully reflect and identify your core values, right? So you really thought for a moment about what resonates authentically with you. And I want you to think about that effective leadership, and we'll throw in supervision and consultation, must always begin from this personal and professional clarity. So, your core values will serve as a guiding compass as you make decisions, build relationships, and shape the culture of your clinical or professional setting. So, authenticity, grounded in these values, fosters trust, openness, and ultimately increases your effectiveness as a clinician, a counselor, or supervisor. So, moving forward, I encourage you to intentionally integrate these values, not just theoretically, but practically into your everyday practice, your professional interactions, and your future supervision strategies. Let your core values guide how you show up for your clients, your supervisees, your colleagues, and yourself.